Paramount, fuck the Running Man. No, CEO of Paramount, David Ellison, did not literally have sex with Glen Powell. It's a little bit of a different story. Oh, do the rich get richer and the poor get poorer, and that's the Running Man. Based off the 1982 novel by Stephen King, also having an adaptation that came out in 1987 that was a little more loose, starring Arnold. Not a big box office success. What was a box office success was Top Gun Maverick, starring Hollywood's upcoming golden boy, Glen Powell. In 2022, it was a big success because it was one of the biggest movies that came out after COVID. It had good word of mouth, good campaign, and good marketing, led by Paramount's CEO at the time, Brian Robbins. A couple years later, under his administration, they thought, let's adapt the Stephen King novel, have Edgar Wright direct, and Glen Powell starring. What could possibly go wrong? It's not like you need to make it super high budget, even though they did, and people will like Glen Powell enough to go to the theaters for that. He had other successes like Anyone But You and Twisters, but just recently in August, Paramount decided to merge with Skydance. And the boy David Ellison decided to take over and shit on everything. Because not only would he cut people's jobs, but he would also be in charge of what would happen to The Running Man. The release date got pushed back multiple times. And the marketing, well, it was non-existent. The Running Man itself was not affected. It was filmed in November of last year to March of this year. And there was a whole marketing campaign behind it, and it was going to be as is. But in the line of this was the merger and a CEO change with Ellison, obviously. And the whole studio did not know what to do at all. About a month or two ago, the marketing director of Paramount Movies, Mark Weinstock, left. The marketing vision was gone. And who had to take over was Warner Brothers' Josh Goldstein. He marketed films like Dune, The Batman, Barbie. Again, what could possibly go wrong? But no, it does, and he had less than a month to market the whole film. There's a lot that goes into it, and on top of that, the budget for the marketing got cut. With a lack of vision with the marketing, there's no audience for this film. Hence why it fucking plummeted at the box office this past weekend. A sequel to a franchise that pretty much ended 9 years ago made more money by triple. Yet it brought in more of an audience. This past weekend, 50% of the audience for The Running Man was men over 25. Pretty much a bunch of David Ellisons were in a room watching this film. It's funny because this film's supposed to be faithful to the original adaptation, which had good futuristic commentary on a dystopian society, where it seems more real than today, so if anything it should be relevant as slop media is just getting thrown at us and trying to keep us tamed. The constant monitoring of people and the manipulation from the media. Something that should really stick with us and make us feel something. The problem is just we don't feel anything from this film. You have a visionary director like Edgar Wright who has a style that is so iconic. Whether it is with his quick cuts, his transitions, his dialogue, he has a specific style and people will go to his films to watch it.